Hey guys, what's up? JWhisp here, and welcome to episode 3 of the Minecraft RTX Survival Let's Play. Here we are back in the world. For some reason, my skin isn't loading. I'm not sure why, but we'll get that figured out. But here we are back. RTX is looking absolutely amazing, and I'm having so much fun with this survival let's play. The last 2 episodes, we've just started sort of getting around in the world. We found this village, got ourselves situated in a house, we did some mining, and we also explored the nether, and the nether looks absolutely amazing in RTX. You definitely have to check it out. If you haven't seen episode 2, go see that. But for today, I have some fun things I want to do. I've gathered some materials and some resources for builds, and I want to mess around with building a bit and mess around with lighting and try to make some really cool designs. Obviously, one thing that really shines a lot with RTX and ray tracing is stained glass, because it really just affects light and makes it look absolutely beautiful. And so what I want to do is, facing the sun in this direction, I want to try to work on some kind of build that really makes RTX and ray tracing shine. And I was trying to figure out what could that be, and then I figured I may as well go for some sort of church design. I can use a lot of stained glass to make a lot of really cool lighting effects, and I think we can make it look really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten out this area, and I want to build it like right here because the sun rises in this direction, and so in the morning we'll be able to get the rays of light from there shining in, and then we'll also be able to get them from the opposite direction during the sunset. So I'm going to clear this out, gather some materials, and we're going to start working on this, and I want to show you guys just how amazing you can make different lighting effects look with RTX. Before I forget, also in the last episode, we did get ourselves some diamonds, so I went ahead and made myself an enchantment table, and I just have to say, I'm super impressed with the way this looks. Just like with a lot of other glassy textured blocks, it does reflect light off of its surface, and it just looks so awesome. I just think this looks amazing. So let's go do some enchanting really fast. I do have some diamond tools and weapons, and I have some lapis, so we can at least enchant it to a low degree. Let's enchant our armor too, we may as well. We have enough XP. Just to like maybe a level 1 enchantment, just to see what we get. Ooh, let's take efficiency. What can I get on my sword? Hopefully something good. Let's do sharpness 1, and then maybe I'll just go for like protection 1 on all my armor, just to help a little bit. I want to fight the ender dragon pretty soon, and so any little upgrades of armor I can get will help. And boom, there we go. Now I'm curious, how does enchanted armor look? Okay, it doesn't look super special. I thought it was gonna look like crazy with RTX and ray tracing. I mean, it looks alright, but it doesn't look absolutely amazing. I'm still impressed by it though. I think overall, RTX and ray tracing looks really good. And even though it is officially released, I think it's gonna go through a lot of changes just to make it look a bit better. But we have this entire area pretty much cleared out. I mean, it's not perfect, but once it gets some grass growing instead of this ugly dirt, I think it'll look a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of my materials now and get started on this build, and I think once it's sunrise, this will look really good. So basically what I want to build is a church made primarily of stone brick, and I also have some spruce wood from a nearby spruce biome. So what I want to do is let's mark out where I want this to be. So I'll make the front of it actually this direction so the light shines in from the front. So we can do the door. Actually, let's move it over a bit. I'll have the door like right there. Is that good? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. This won't be too big. I want to make this kind of small. I just want to sort of experiment around with different lighting effects. And then I'm gonna place some stairs here for the bottom of some windows. Like I said, I want to use a lot of glass because stained glass just looks absolutely amazing with this. So let's do this. Let's alternate with the stairs and the regular brick, and then do this, and then this can be the back. I just want to start off small. Let's see, I might go a little bit bigger if I want to, but I'm using a similar design to one I've made a couple years ago in a survival world. And what I'm going to do is each of these windows, so the glass will start here, will go 2 blocks. So let's make a room for a little door. So pretty much like that. It'll be 2 blocks, and then up here will be an upside down stair. So then here I have some different types of glass to experiment with. I have white stained glass, yellow, red, and blue. Now I only made a little bit of glass, but I do have more sand, more coal, and more plant dyes if I do need to end up making myself some more glass. I just didn't want to make too much because a lot of these resources are hard for me to get right now. I don't have access to a lot of flowers. So let's see, I'm gonna finish the main build of this church, and I'll be back with you guys once we mess around with some glass. Alright, so here's where RTX really shines. I have the build finished, it's sunrise, the sun's shooting right in the center, I have this blue glass and yellow glass pattern as well as white glass right here, and we can see how these lighting effects truly work. So the yellow and blue right here, it reflects that exact design onto this wall in the same shape, same color. I think that just looks amazing. And of course, just the normal glass panes just produce the normal color light, and look how cool this looks. I mean, it just reflects it. You can even see the rays of light in the air, which just looks absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna AFK here and wait and show you guys what this build looks like inside at different times of the day. Alright, so now the sun is pretty much directly overhead, and if we go inside, I actually did add some lights to the top. So I have the yellow and blue again, just because I think they're very good contrasting colors, and we can actually see the rays of light coming down onto the floor here, which I think looks so cool. This just looks absolutely amazing. I'm just stunned by this. Okay, so now we have the actual sun set, where now the sun is in that direction. And so if we head inside here, we have this different glass pattern with some red and yellow glass, and this also just looks so cool. Now this is important because ray tracing has so many awesome implications for gameplay. For example, if I wanted the light to come in the side windows instead of the front or back, I'd have to rotate this entire church 90 degrees just to get the light to shine in from a different direction. So you definitely have to pay attention with what you're— oh my god. This just looks so good. You really have to pay attention with what you're doing. The light is starting to come through here. It's even reflecting onto the grass. You know, I close the door. No longer is it doing that. I open it, and it's shining through. That just looks so cool. I love just looking inside, seeing how it looks. Colored glass isn't the only block that does this. It's just something easy to get early game, and a great way to showcase this. So I can't wait to do more builds that really show this off really well. I think this is just a good start, though. I'm definitely going to mess around with a lot of colored glass. Test out some glowstone, sea lantern type stuff. Again, not all glass is that special. This is just normal glass, has a slight reflectiveness to it, and just lets in normal light. But this just looks so good. I'm super excited for this. I think that we're gonna make a lot of really cool looking builds. A lot of people requested I do some sort of church with stained glass. This is just gonna be a simple one. I'll probably decorate it inside with some pews and maybe a lectern here or something to make it look nice. But then after that, I have some other plans for this episode. Alright, I decorated the church a bit. I just added some lanterns, some pews, and a little lectern right there just to fit in. Hopefully we can get a villager to come in here and actually pick up shop, have this as his job. But next, I have something fun I want to do. In the last episode, we spent some time mining, and actually in my free time, I just didn't show it on the video, I did find an abandoned mineshaft. And so I want to check it out today, see if maybe we can get some good loot, and also just to see what those look like with RTX and ray tracing, because I have a feeling that they probably also look amazing. Alright, here we are in the bottom of the mineshaft. I saved the coordinates from last time, but here we go. Here's a chest. I forgot just how dark everything was. Oh, we got a name tag. Okay, maybe we can name something. Maybe we can get a pet or something like that. Let's take a little bit of this iron. It's hard for me to even tell what's what because everything is so dark. Oh, here's another chest. I still think that's my only really main complaint about RTX. Even though bright lights are very bright, darks are way too dark, and it just is way too hard for me to see sometimes, especially since I record YouTube videos and I need everything to be a bit brighter. Okay, ooh, let's take the seeds, let's take the lapis. I don't really care about the rails. I'm not gonna mess around with rails too much. Let's just kind of go through here though and see what we can find. I'm so scared because if we run into— what is that? Is that the spawner? I think that's the spawner. Oh yes, it is. Let's break it. I'm not gonna worry about making a farm. We'll find another spawner in the future. Ooh, the lava. Things are just too dark and I cannot see, but a creeper could come out at any second, be right there and kill me, and I wouldn't even know. So I'm really scared. I'm going through torches like crazy though, just to keep this area lit up, which is kind of annoying, but I have to do what I have to do. I just want to try to hopefully find all the chests, find some useful ores in here, and just see what there is to explore. Okay, that's iron. Well, abandoned mine shafts definitely look a lot more abandoned and scary, which I think was the original vibe Mojang was trying to go for with these. It's just kind of hard because Minecraft is such like a, I don't know, bubbly and cute game, but with ray tracing, since there are a lot, you know, more contrast between light and dark, it is a bit scarier. Ooh, okay, let's see what's in here. Iron? Okay, a name tag, I'll take that. You know what, I'll just take the rails for now, I don't really care. I'll mess around with them maybe in the future, we'll see. Ooh, also, while I'm down here, let's collect some cobweb. I don't think I have a bow and arrow yet, so we can make ourselves one of those. Hopefully we can get infinity or something cool like that. I do also need to be on the lookout pretty soon for supplies to make bookshelves, so I can do some big enchanting. And I do at least want to find one more spider spawner and save the coordinates of that so that in the future we can make a spider farm, because I do need XP and I'm not really... Okay, well, here we found one actually. I'm not really about to make a whole Enderman XP farm, especially since I can't really do that until after I defeat the dragon. But here, let's light up this spawner first. I have the location right there. I have my coordinates up. I'll just take a screenshot of that and we should be all set. We can hopefully come back here in the future, turn this into a farm. Let's just light this whole area up so no spiders spawn. And then continuing to explore this. Hopefully we find a chest or, I don't know, something cool. Maybe some diamonds. Our Y level's a bit too high to find diamonds, but maybe part of this mineshaft will lead to a lower part in the cave. Well, I've been messing around here for a while. I'm officially out of torches, and I've made a full circle around this entire thing. The only thing I really found interesting extra was another chest with a golden apple, and I collected a bit of iron, but I don't know, still pretty successful. I'm just glad we got some name tags, because those will be fun to use. Well, I've made it back to the overworld, and that is going to be all for this episode. A little bit of a shorter episode. I thought there would be more to explore in the mineshaft, but there really isn't. In the coming episodes, I do have some really fun build projects, farm designs, and tutorials. I decided I will be doing some tutorials in this Let's Play, because I figured I don't often have the opportunity to do Bedrock tutorials. It's almost always Java exclusive on my channel, but there's a lot of people that watch me that do play the console and Bedrock versions, so I think I'll mess around with that a bit more. But I still hope you guys enjoyed. I have some really fun build projects coming soon, and I'm just super excited to see what we can do with RTX ray tracing and the awesome designs we can make. But if you're enjoying so far, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next one.